I think it's pretty common belief that when you see a Tesla driving down the road, most people think that dude's out to save the planet. I totally disagree with that. I am not a paper straw guy. I purchased this car simply to go super fast. While the technology in it is kind of nice, I could live without half of it. But what I want to do as a tool channel is take you for a ride in this car, show you what a battery operated vehicle can do. We have our Draggy hooked up to it. I'm going to show you 0 to 60 in 2-point-something seconds and just have some fun with it and talk maybe about how this car is going to translate into tools in the near future. So make sure you stick with us. So this is definitely not the style of video that we usually go through on Workshop Addict, and I wanted to share my experience with a battery operated car with you to kind of say, you know, we're researching battery operated tools, we're researching and looking at battery operated cars, battery operated outdoor power equipment, all of it. So it sort of makes sense for us to be able to say, okay, what is going to work and what isn't. Battery outdoor power equipment is something that I definitely would not have bought into if I wouldn't be in the position I am trying to figure things out on YouTube. Now this car is something I would never be interested in either, simply because I love a cammed V8 sound. I love Corvettes, fast cars, Camaros. I'll even dabble in with some Dodges there and say that I don't mind their Hellcat Redeye. But at the same point, I haven't even put insurance on any of my sports cars because I've been driving this Tesla and enjoying the heck out of it. Now, if you look around, you know, the seating is nice, futuristic, and the technology that's here is interesting, and we're stopping, so it's a good time. There really is no brake that you're using here. You can see that green line. That's everything here has been done with me just using the throttle. So everything here is, it's a weird situation because you're driving with one pedal. There is a brake and there is an occasion that you could use that brake, but most of the time you're just driving single pedal. To give you a little bit of idea, we are in sports mode. This never seems fast, but that's just quarter throttle. If we punch it, it gets up and goes. There's a lot of different modes, a lot of different things to get used to on this car. And if we look at the center panel here, there's all kinds of stuff that's realistically happening. I'm gonna set this up in auto drive mode. So at this point, I'm doing nothing, absolutely nothing. The car will tell me to touch the steering wheel once in a while, but the car is driving, and it allows me to do a couple things here with you. So you can see we have Chill, Sport, Ludicrous, and Ludicrous Plus. Ludicrous Plus is gonna say, you know, do we want our mom or bring it on? It's gonna make sure that the battery is also up to temperature. So as soon as I go into that mode, here we will go into a battery heating mode. So it's gonna tell me, and there it is, touch the steering wheel. And the car is looking out, doing the speed limit, cameras are happening, weird stuff's going on. It's different. So here's the regenerative braking I was talking about. You can set this up to drive like a normal car. All kinds of crap here. We did pay for the $7,000 Autopilot. I would probably never do the Autopilot again because what I'm doing here by driving down the road like this without the wheel is something that you can do with the standard car. There are software updates online. We are at 2020.20.12 for you Tesla guys. But basically here, what we're looking at is a car that is completely battery operated, no fuel, and realistically technology from back in 2013. We're using the same 18650 cells that they did back in the day. While this is a 100 kilowatt car and it's considered a Raven, the technology hasn't changed like it has in the Model 3s and the Model Ys. Those are using the 21700 cells. We can go into all kinds of stuff if you're interested in that. But realistically, what I'd like to show you is what kind of performance that you can expect out of this car. And that's why we have our Draggy set up. We're gonna warm this battery up a little bit so we can get to that point, pull off the road here, and show you what's up. I want to apologize quickly that the Draggy video is going to be a little bit sketchy because I'm going to hang on to the camera. All we're going to do here is floor it. No Cheetah mode, no nothing else. We're just going to give this guy hell and see what she'll do. So hang on. And I let off at about 109. Okay, this time here we're going to use the Cheetah launch mode. Okay, it's pretty simple. You can see our battery temperature down at the bottom. We have a lot of fans running. We have our air conditioning going. We're going to put this in. Launch mode is enabled. Everything's going. There we go. Much better road. We can run this guy out and see where we get. That felt much better. That last run in launch mode was definitely a lot quicker than the other one. There's no doubt about that. I think there was a difference somewhere of the 3-second 0 to 60 and 2.93 second 0 to 60. And I think that is pretty incredible when you really look at it. Again, we're back in its auto steer mode, doing its own thing here, and we're just driving down a back road. The cameras can obviously see the lines. It's pretty amazing what this technology will do and what you can find. And I think we're going to find that in tools as things catch up. And, you know, like I said, this car is 2013 technology with 18650 batteries, and it can still do this kind of crazy stuff. So the next step and the next step beyond that of where we're at is going to be pretty amazing. The only thing that scares me, though, it's included in battery tools. It becomes the marketing. This car has got an 8-year battery warranty, and that's wonderful, right? But realistically, a lot of these battery-operated tools are marketed in, they're used on a short-term basis. So if you get a couple years out of your tools, you're doing pretty good. We don't have the 20-year tool like we did back in the day. And I think that is pretty sad. So I hope that cars, like they've already evolved, don't turn into a 5 or 10-year car and that's it. And that's what I'm afraid battery is going to do, because replacing the battery pack on this car is somewhere around $30,000. At that point, I could go buy a new Model 3. Granted, it won't be as nice and it won't be a performance, but it's scary. Now, of course, Elon Musk says he's coming out with a new battery pack that's better, less expensive, and will that get transferred over into tools? We don't know. Either way, I think the battery-operated stuff that we go over online is interesting, to say the least, as it is evolving and we are seeing next generation better and better tools. But I also feel bad for some of you guys because you're constantly also upgrading. You're doing better and better and better tools to get your job done, but you're spending more money and more money and more money, and some of that makes it's sad, because I think there's a lot of that's going on in marketing. I think there's more technology there, and I think we could make better tools than what we have. But that's the game we're playing, and it will be that until something major changes. So I know this is different. I know this is not a tool, but this is also something that helps us learn the battery powered stuff and become significant in our channel at different points in time. So don't go out if you have a diesel and just completely roll coal over the Tesla that you see, because the guy behind the wheel might not be the guy you think he is. He might want that 925 foot-pounds of torque from zero. He might go to the drag strip with his car, and he might really enjoy it. So we're all car guys out there. We're all tool guys. We don't have to fight between DeWalt and Milwaukee, and we don't have to fight between who's faster, a Tesla or a Corvette. We all know this Tesla is going to kick anyone's ass in the street. So unless you're a supercar coming out or something like that, don't take on some of these Tesla performance models if you're just going streetlight to streetlight. Of course, that's illegal anyway. Appreciate you guys sticking with us. Give us a like in this video. I'm going to take this phone call again. Have a great day.